Last time we did some amount of work. You all remember, right? Some few people have messaged me that how probably they got insights. And some few people have asked me, okay, beyond which, what is that I do? That means to say that some amount of understanding of why we are doing all this is required. Meaning, in over the last 2 weeks or a week, let me say that way, what's coming to my awareness is 90% of the people don't know what is called self work. Okay? Many of us may not know. I mean, it's not being very dumb. It is we just don't know about it. It's like I am not exposed to it or I didn't come across it, so I don't know what is self work. So today my idea is to understand and also to know how others are understanding what comes under self work and why that is important. Okay. So let us keep it as open, and it's different for each person here, and no one is judge. Nothing is right or wrong. However, there are certain few things which are definitely not self work. I'm not saying they're not wrong, but they don't come under self work. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay, so we go around asking what each of us think as self work. It can be anything, trust me. And each will have different thing because each one of us know a lot of different things. Okay, so self work varies. So let's talk to Kripa. What is self work for you? It can be anything, Kripa.
Okay, self work means improving our self personal health, or
No, okay. Let's say
is it like that?
the whole idea is that is what it
That
is.
is, yeah.
But what do you think come under self work? What are the self works? Let's say, what are the different methods you know,
Okay.
which probably you will use as self work, or you will probably believe that they can be self work? Self healing, let me say that way.
Ah,
Self work, okay? Let's put that word as self healing.
okay.
It is basically what I mean is I am going to work on myself. So I am saying self work, but
Yeah.
it's self healing. That's what I meant.
Yeah. First of all, when you told the word self work, it also depends. Not sorry, not depends. The knowledge we taking for ourselves.
Yeah, that is
That is
also part
also
of the self.
self work.
Of
Yeah.
course.
That is,
So then in that case, I will ask,
so
okay, from where do you get your knowledge?
okay.
You, per se, you.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
is your
yeah.
practice?
Yeah, okay. From books, from
Yeah.
videos, from
Yeah.
gurus.
Hmm.
There is lot of sources to
Hmm.
work our on our knowledge. And also self working means what I understood after coming to this journey. Uh, the emotionally how we make ourselves happy or in a constant motion. That is the main self work to me.
So it is the end result. That's where you are
Yeah.
trying to see that emotionally I want to be happy. Now, whatever I do to reach that is my self work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, that will be the best lines. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Any more? You have any more to say?
Self work. Yeah. Anyhow, it's all came under those things because uh, I'm working as of now regarding myself only.
Wonderful.
No
Okay.
other thing.
Hmm.
How I be strong physically, mentally, emotionally. This is my self work.
So are you doing yoga? Are you doing any of those things for
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Okay.
For physical purpose, I'm doing yoga and
Hmm.
also food intake,
Hmm.
uh, and also the reading the books or taking uh, learning
New techniques
new techniques and all.
and making use of it, making on your,
Yeah, initiate. Yeah,
doing it for you, something
yeah.
like that. Okay,
Mm,
wonderful.
mm,
Now Tejaswini went away.
mm.
Okay. So I will, thanks Kripa. I will ask Sheetal then.
Yeah. Okay.
Sheetal, what is self healing for you? Or what are those things which you use for self healing?
Self healing. Um, Somewhere I've reached that point. Um, Initially we never had that. I never had that self awareness only ki, things were just happening in my space, and then I was torturing a lot. Then gradually I landed up in a space of depression 14 years back, and somewhere someone just told me, why don't you go and learn Reiki? So I learned, I practice, again it'll go off on. Since these past 13-14 years I've been following sometimes yoga I do regularly, which has also come to a standstill now after this arthritis which is developed since June. And I've been running after courses, have been applying affirmations, doing bars, taking help of mentors, friends, so lots and lots of. But अब सही मायने में ऐसे लगता है since last year I just don't want to go for any sessions. I don't want to hear anything because I literally feel pukish if I'm listening to any kind of recitations or anything. Now I have started sitting with myself, connecting with myself, getting more and more into the meditative space. अब ऐसे लग रहा है कि yes, that was also self work, getting knowledge from mentors, they are also helping you, that also you're doing for yourself. Why you are inviting such patterns again? Why you are landing up again into those same issues, same problems again and again? तब भी उतनी अच्छी समझ नहीं थी, but now I can with that, over the years attending so many courses and modalities, now I have come to understanding that whatever it is, it happens, it starts from here. You don't have to blame anything. So now I have started sitting more with myself to work on myself by using journaling techniques, doing writing lot and lot, because now you just can't talk to कुछ भी आता है तो you don't feel like just talking to the person directly. Things will again trigger more. So now I have started sitting more with myself, doing a lot of journaling, tearing off the pages, and I think yeah, that is helping me a lot. And
Okay,
yeah, using Reiki techniques, doing burning bowl, affirmations, breath work.
wonderful. Yeah, nice.
Was I clear?
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's everybody's, so I'm just trying to understand. Tejaswini.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. Self work. Immediately, I came. Really wanted to work upon my emotions, ma'am. I was too sensitive. I wanted to figure out why these patterns are happening in my life, or why repeated same patterns happening from last so many years. So I started working on that. The same way, like Sheetal told, working on myself, hearing to mentors, attending sessions, many of the things, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. Parveen.
See, for me, my self-work starts from right from my teenage. It was earlier because my mother was not educated, so I learned from the magazines, Femina, Weekly, and all that. That things continued with me. But I was grooming myself along with my mother also. There was things I learned everything from books or from the classes. At that time, there was no YouTube and all that. It was the classes. Later on, round about uh, I got married in 82. Then I joined one St. Pete's College, Shimla, and I left the job before the birth of my son. So for that, then I got into the uh, alternate healings. I started reading. But during all that time, I tried to learn everything anywhere, wherever I go. Even the little bit things, like when I go to any restaurant, all that, their placements, their dishes and all that, that was things going on. I try to learn from books as well as from my external environment. Then after I entered into that, what 30 years back, it was with the alternate healing. It started with the Reiki and all the pranic healing, all the workshops I attended, magnified healing, so many things went on. That they were going on. Then during the COVID, the most important thing was COVID. At that time, I was all alone, and I was for myself. Earlier, I was doing things along with the other things. And after COVID, I made myself a priority, and I had a very nice groups also. What still it's going on. For the 6 years, I'm doing that thing. So self work every time, physically, mentally, spiritually, diet also, exercises also, everything I try to. So I'm doing till my age of 79 today. I learn from the grades and anyone who come across, I just learn.
Okay. Thank you, Praveen. Pratima.
Well, I was always interested in reading about, Edgar Casey. I think in my 20s, this type of things would interest me a lot. Um, and, just opening your mind to reincarnation and what things happen. And I realize how every very little thing can have an effect on you, which you might justify, but this is nothing wrong that you're doing, but there's a consequence. And then when I started listening to what my thoughts were and what I was feeling in my body and trying to understand why am I feeling, and all through the years, apart from Reiki and everything else, I realized that there's a voice in your head which is justifying what you're thinking. But the minute you become aware of it, slowly it becomes, the voice is not so loud. It becomes less and less till uh, you are aware when your mind is going in a tangent, maybe one, two sentence, and then you hold it. No, you don't want to go in that thing because one thought will lead to another thought, will lead to another thought. I'm very lucky that the outside world, in the sense relation and this thing, there's not so much in my life. It doesn't interest me, kitty party and all that. So I'm on my own. I'm very aware, one by one, trying to understand myself and where the programming came from. Sometimes it is a movie one has seen when one was a child. Because funny thing is, I'm collecting cut glasses and we don't drink. You know, there's no decanter, and I'm trying to understand why am I being attracted to it. Then I realized in my teenage year, I saw a movie in Hollywood, you know, um, three coins in a fountain, and they always had decanter, and that furniture was very nice. So I realized, oh, that's where it's come from. It's something programmed me. So it's a nice journey because not every time you remember. Um, and I also realized that if you have a desire that my child will go to Oxford or Cambridge, because I've been brought up in UK mainly, um, even if your child doesn't go, the universe will bring someone in your life who looks up to you as a mother, and
And they will
uh,
go.
and I went with that person to the university where he got his doctorate. So in a way, I'm finding that, okay, I desired this 3 days ago or maybe few months back, and that's why I've got it. So yeah, it's not every all the wishes comes true,
I
but
know. But this
but
is
bit
exactly
by
how it
bit.
works. Yep. Beautiful.
Yeah. So that's my self work. Now I'm trying to not have thoughts in my mind. I'm
Yeah.
aware when I'm doing exercise and the thought is going, ye banana, ye karna. I say, no, I want to be in here in the now and not, you go away now, talk to me later on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I think self work is.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely, Pratima. Thank you so much. Pala.
For me, self work is an ongoing process of becoming a better and most authentic version of myself,
Mm.
emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. So, the inner work I do to become more aware, balanced, and aligned with my true nature. Like, awareness and reflection, healing and releasing, growth and transformation, and seeing the shift within me. And the practical self work I do is, like, for example, meditation, contemplation, breath work, well, sometimes seeking guidance, and, and also spiritual, listen to spiritual teachings and get some wisdom, aligning action with my values and goals. So, of course, taking up some courses and all that is part of the whole thing. And, and I look upon to myself, I don't, that I am what I am. I don't compare myself with anybody. That
Yeah.
is where I feel that because
Mm.
everybody comes with a different purpose in life.
Absolutely. And everybody comes with many purpose in life, which will change also over the period of time. Yeah,
No.
that's true. Thanks, Pala. Shiraz, you have anything to say?
Uh, I don't know. I'm listening to everyone, and it's very interesting. But
Mhm.
yeah, for me, being in the moment and in awareness is what self work I am doing. And if I come up with any issue, like just now, I'm facing a health issue, I'm trying to figure out what brought it on. And since I've done recall healing, I'm trying to join dots, but not very successful as of now. And
I think just being aware of is also part of it.
yeah, and I'm not very worried about the issue, but yeah, I'm wondering why it's come on. And like Pratima said, that try to, be in the, like when I'm exercising, that any other thoughts, I must put them aside and concentrate only on exercise. I find that at all given times when I am doing something, my head is filled with all different thoughts, this, that, and the other. But when I am out, I can be totally in the moment and no other thoughts but enjoying nature and being where I am. But if I sit to meditate means there are 1,001 thoughts in the head running, running, running. And come what may, I just cannot seem to make myself blank, as to concentrate on the breath. The minute I
I
start
don't think that's
concentrating,
possible to anybody
yeah, but the minute I start concentrating on my breath, I feel I can't breathe only. It's that weird for me.
because you are trying to make it very serious. Meditation should not be a serious affair.
No, more than serious, just concentrate on the breath, but I can't do that.
You know what? In that time, okay, anyway, we'll talk about it. At that
Later.
time,
Yeah, yeah.
what you have to understand is you are breathing every minute, every
I
moment you're
know.
breathing.
Mm.
There is nothing special.
But
Because
then,
you're paying so much of attention to make it concentrate, focus on breathing, don't do that.
mm,
Focus on something else and just feel the ease at which you're breathing. That itself
mm,
is meditation.
I will try that. Thank you.
And Meghna,
Ma'am, for me, self work actually, if I see, Before 2024, it was like everything around me was everybody else apart from me. I was doing work for everybody else, my family, my parents. I never, I didn't know what are my desires. Maybe there was a sudden shift in 2024. I don't know what that triggered in me, and also some of the classes, even your classes also. Now it is more like, every second I can feel the energy around me, and I can see if there is a shift, there is what is happening within, inside me, outside me, and what I need for myself. And every day it is like how I can improve myself. It is more like I am competitor to myself. Today I am like this. So tomorrow, am I better than yesterday? So it is every day and I actually am enjoying this phase. Sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes also I get the review that I'm being more selfish and self-centered also. But this phase is actually good. I'm still learning. I'm still going in this process. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. What is happening right now?
Wonderful. So, we all heard here, correct? So, you can, from this, you can know that the crowd here understands what is self work or self healing. It could be different for each, but it is something so for the self. And maybe others don't understand. Maybe others feel, they may not feel how you're healing, but it is very for the self, for the betterment or to feel good about ourselves. Correct? Some people may not like to do Reiki. Some people would love doing Reiki. Some people would want to journal. Some people may feel very lazy to sit and journal. So there are different various methods or various interests of everybody. But ultimately, everybody has realized, hey, I just need to do something for myself, at least a little bit. And not necessarily every day. It's like I want to make it as my life. Like continuously, as I'm living, I want to do this. And it slowly becomes a habit. The more you have this kind of a habit, the more you do not dump these things onto someone else. Otherwise, people around you will be taking all a part of this on them. So you're not only affecting yourself, you're also going to affect the surroundings. And it's not nice. We think we are not. We've been very nice people. We are not. But at least we need somebody with whom we can talk. Okay, you talk about issues. It becomes like that. Whereas you can actually spend time with whoever, even in a better way. Maybe you can play a board game instead of actually, talking your issues. It's something like that, right? And many people who are probably not at your level, you need to educate them by subtly telling what is self work. Because half the people, or three-fourths of the entire India, let's say, think that doing puja is self work. Doing puja is good, it's complete surrenderance. But if you are at that level, you just do one puja in the morning and you are really blaming everybody. You're telling everybody that you are the reason why my life is all so messed up. That is not puja. And God will just wait for you the day you stand up and think, oh God, what have I done? That time, maybe your puja will work. Otherwise, how much ever puja you do, you're only spending time and feeding another pujari. That's all. Maybe there was some karmic thing with him, so you are just giving back the money. Well and good. But it's not going to solve your problem. Until we deeply see inside what is happening to me. And is it any way I can be aware of it and be little nice to myself and try to take me out of that? No puja will work for you. Instead of spending that money on that puja, why don't you put it on a mutual funds? It comes with condition apply, but still, it's much better than that puja. So you need to tell a lot of people like that. Okay, now going little bit ahead of that, what people are doing is nowadays about these therapies and so many other different modalities. Everything is freely available to hear about it in Instagram and everywhere. It's very good. People are getting to know. But what they think is, they think the replacement of the pujari slash god by these therapists. Okay, I'll just come, then everything will be gone for me. Oh, wonderful. Tell me what is that I should pay. Hello. Even God could not save you. How can I save you? Because we can't save anyone else. They have to save themselves. But you don't have to just blame them or just say how stupid and dumb they are, because they don't know. That's what it is. We need to tell them, educate them how important it is to pay attention to themselves, about their behaviors, about what they're undergoing, whether it is right or wrong for them. And most importantly, to go inwards instead of blaming everybody around. That is how we should, whenever we encounter anybody like that, we should educate them. And then tell them that do this small bit of the self work, which all of us have talked here. They can do it, something very easy they have to do. And at some point, when they feel that something is there which I'm not able to crack it, a lot of times it will happen to everybody. At that time, go seek a therapist, go seek a healer, go do something. But unless you do your own work, nobody in this world can help you, including the God. Okay? So this is very, very important. Now, having said that, we all on the same grounds that we have to do some continuous self-healing. Okay, you always have at least 10 minutes of time every day, which you can spend on retrospecting, on journaling, or some of the techniques we are talking here. They're all very simple. Okay, and the major things, do some sessions with somebody, do something. Little more which you cannot do, there could be someone else who will do it for you. Okay, and so categorize them as separately something. Now, if you start looking at it, what usually bothers us, we're thinking too much about a lot of things. Like, okay, Shira said, if I sit for meditation, then a lot of thoughts will come to me. And then even Pratima said, then there were a lot of, talk inside my head, which was directing me actually. Yeah, it's like that for everybody. It may be judgmental talk, it may be something which is doubting yourself. All of those things will come. When we are in trouble, when we are not okay with our health or something, repeated patterns, it naturally happens, all of this. So basically, we need to make sure that we have to make our thoughts um, come and go, do not affect. Because you can't stop the thoughts. Mind is manufactured like that, supposed to be thinking. Okay, so what you need to do, allow it to come and go, but in between it shouldn't affect you. If you listen to those talks in your head, you will allow it to affect you. So one of the most wonderful thing is divert your mind at that time. How do you divert? One is immediately just concentrating on your breathing, or sing a song, or just see some pictures, or even sometimes watching Netflix will divert, or just go up and down the stairs, or cook something nice. Basically, divert your mind from that, whatever that is. Give it some, even 5 minutes, that's more than enough. You'll get out of it. Okay, so then again, thoughts will go, but that thought which was about to affect you will stop at least. And slowly, slowly, it becomes a habit for you just to allow it to pass by. And after some time, after a day or something, even if you think about the same subject, it won't be that strong. You will figure out a way. if you are very high, overwhelming thoughts in your head, you'll never find the answer to that. It is meant only to hurt you. So to skip that, you have to divert your mind somehow at that time. Okay, so this is point number one. Point number two is, for your mind is like a monkey. How do you quieten a monkey? You throw some peanuts to it so that it gets busy. So it is best that you keep yourself busy. It can be anything. It can be your work, it can be in reading, it can be doing something. But you please keep your mind little busy. Now, what do I keep busy? What is that action, activity I should choose that I keep myself busy? Yeah, that's an interesting question actually. You have to choose something which is of value to you. I choose to talk to my neighbor and talk about that neighbor. No, that's not going to help you in any way. So you need to choose something which actually make you feel good, make you feel little worthwhile, make you feel probably, I learned something or I grew up something. Something happened good to me. So it should be like that. So let us call that as purpose of the day. Yeah. So what you do is every day, we don't know our life purpose. Please, let's leave those concepts for now. You don't have to know your life purpose. That also will leave it. Okay, what will you do after knowing your life purpose? I mean, yeah, why do you know? Let's not think about it. Let's leave that. But every day in the morning, think about one or two things which are the purpose of the day for you. It can be very simple. Today I'm going to cook and just give it to everybody. That's all it is for today. Or today I will read that one book which I was planning to read. 2 pages I will read. Today I will call up these friends. I want to connect with them and talk. Today I will sit and meditate. Today I will do some Reiki. Today I will think about one issue which I had long time back, which is still comes up and bothers me. Today let me do some research on something. So like that, in the morning, decide about one or two maximum purpose of the day. Now this purpose can be a little longer term purpose, like it can be this month purpose. That means it will run that entire month, which you're going to concentrate on every day. So every day you tell yourself like, okay, my daughter has to join this particular course. So let me do some research. Which are the colleges? She will join probably after a month. You have 1 month of preparation for that in your head. Something will be there. Or you're learning something, music you're learning. I want to be good in that music in some way. You have a measuring way, okay? But today I will sit and practice for half an hour. This is how you have to make up a purpose of the day in the morning. If you forget it, please write it down in your journal every day. And then throughout the day, what you do is a work will come up, right? First, let me say, okay, I get up and I'll cook. So you'll decide, what is that today? I will cook, all that. Just ask yourself a question. Is it aligned with my today's purpose? How is it helping me my today's purpose? It will help you to prioritize or not. Okay? There are certain few things which are not at all needed, which you get to skip, which is unnecessary. I want to call up this person and scream at this person. Why did he tell me like that? Okay, that's the nonsense. You don't require that. It is not aligning with your that day's purpose. Okay? So you can as well skip about that. So these actions, they will just suddenly pop up. They are not planned actually. Of course, cooking could be a planned thing, but a lot of things are not planned. So before you do that, you ask yourself, how much this is helping me with my purpose of the day? If you feel it's fine, You can. For example, if you take cooking, you better cook and so that everybody can eat, then only your higher purpose can happen. So that means to say cooking is part of your purpose of the day. So then you'll start realizing that even those small little mundane things, unimportant things you're doing, they are actually important and they're part of the bigger story of the day. So you can become more effective. Got it? And we have to make sure that we quieten the mind. This purpose of the day is nothing but peanut throwing at the monkey so that it can be busy with that. But it has to be very intelligently, in a smart way, busy by eliminating those things which are not needed. You just need to try this for 1 week, okay? You will realize one thing is you're doing so many wonderful things to support yourself, and the side effect, or what do you say, byproduct or consequences, others around you are also getting benefited out of it, and you feel more happy about yourself, and there is no need to see your life purpose anymore. And then you'll also feel actually you have so much of time. Why? Because otherwise your thoughts were, occupying that space in time. Space is connected with time actually. That is what it is. It is not exactly the clock showing 1 hour clock, second clock, third clock, or whatever it is. It's not that. It's actually related with space. So the more space you have, you feel the more time is there for you. And then you'll feel that, oh my God, now I'm left with nothing. I've finished all that which I need to do, because only those are really required as per the purpose of the day you did. Rest all you didn't do. Now suddenly you have a lot of space and lot of energy is accumulated because you didn't do some nonsense work. So there's a lot of energy. And because you cared for yourself, you feel that it's like the day was really constructive and nice for you. Then you have a lot more time to do wonderful things for yourself. Then slowly you will add in the extra time. What are the contributions I can do? What more can I study? Is there anything I can do a little more for me? Can I try 2, 3 times a day to see which is the time which probably good for me for my meditation? Or let me figure out about one problem today. What does it indicate? And use your own techniques, whatever technique you have. This starts making your quality of life will increase very fast. And all the other people around you will start noticing the change in you. And in turn, they will change. Also, you will realize quite a few things which are stuck. Those things you categorize it as, I'll address this by taking a session or doing something which is little more work, let's say. They may not be classified under self-work. So this is what we should do it. And you in this you can even because you hear a music, let's say at that time you are hearing something you love, a chanting of something. So that's up to you how you use it and how that energetically help you. And it'll allow you to make yourself very calm. The moment you become calm, the intuitive power increases. So there's multi-folds of help happens to you actually. But you will also start becoming very, very aware of yourself. The next step, what you'll use is those voices in the head, those thoughts in the head when they come, when those emotions which they come, you just ask yourself this question: is this emotion me? Is this thought me? Is this what I am? I am not this. So I'm going to postpone this. I don't want to think about it. Because whatever you are, you're not that. You're just doing it out of the identity that I am a mother is an identity. But you're not just that, you're more than that. So if there is an issue which is coming related to being a mother, ask yourself, am I that? Just before the sleep, you do this. Whatever thoughts come to you, ask, is that me? No, it's not me. Then I'm going to push it. I don't want to see it now. Another thought will come. Then you'll think, is that me? No, I'm not that. For everything, the answer is standard. No, I'm not that. Because you're not that. We are just agreeing upon a contract that I'll be this, I'll be that, I'll behave it like this. And this is how my response should be. This is how I should look. It's a contract we have made with life. But at least while you're sleeping, you don't have to accept that. Why? Because when you are in deep sleep, nothing bothers you. Why nothing bothers you when you're in deep sleep? Can anybody say?
So,
We are
before
in a
going to
different
sleep, you
frequency.
are off all your identities and everything. You were just, just the me and with everything off, and you can just sleep peacefully and calmly.
So where
We
is
Taking
are
this?
out all.
with ourselves. We are
Just
just
one
with
second,
ourselves.
Meghna. Sheetal, you finished?
Huh.
Okay. 1 second, Meghna. Parveen.
We are in a different frequency while we sleep.
Okay. Meghna.
We are just with ourselves. No family member is actually with us at that time.
So all of you are talking the same thing. That something won't be there at that time, so you don't feel.
Ma'am, subconscious mind, we have to tell that.
We are in the delta state.
You just
Deep.
tell to your awake mind only. Now you are switched off the light and you are about to sleep and talk to yourself. Just observe what thought is coming and then you just say, no, that is not me. Like that you can say. Okay, subconscious or conscious, whatever that is. It is basically for the thoughts you are responding, telling that that's not me. So I'm not going to pay attention to you. Okay. My question is in the deep sleep, there is something not there. What is that? Which bothers you usually. In the awake time, it bothers you. But when you're sleeping, that is not there. That is why there is no botheration. What is that?
Conscious mind,
Your conscious
consciousness.
Conscious
mind.
mind. It is mind.
Our
Mind
conscious
is
mind,
not
ma'am.
there. Yeah, conscious, unconscious, whatever it is. Even dreams are not there in your deep sleep. No thoughts, no dreams, no nothing. Mind has gone out. So when the mind is not there, you are completely at peace and that gives you happiness and health and you get sorted out in that time space. So even when you are awake in the daytime, how to make this mind to be outside at least for few minutes. That is the technique we need to figure it out. It works for every person differently. One person may observe the breathing. Shiraz feels suffocated if she is trying to observe the breathing. But for someone else, it may work. It basically how we have been conditioned. You may hear a song. Okay. Now I can say that you may eat, but that's not a good habit unless you are eating something right. You may walk. You may do some exercise. Something, or you may water the plants. Basically, what I'm trying to say is all the thoughts which are coming, you just need to say that, like how Pratima said, I'm not that. I can just postpone it for later. Later, it doesn't even matter because 100% those thoughts are forgotten. So, this is how you should do it. Even few minutes a day. That is why even yoga nidra for 2 minutes will help. And theoretically, we are all talking. That is why this entire week, you people need to figure it out. Then you will realize how important these things are. They are the basic building blocks of self work. Okay, so what are those things you'll do? Morning, you'll get up and you write the purpose of the day. And throughout, you're going to ask yourself this question whenever, when you're doing, taking up a work, when you're, doing some whatever activities, you ask, how is this helping me with my purpose of the day? Because everyday purpose is actually contributing to purpose of the month. And that is contributing to purpose of the year. Ultimately, that's purpose of your life. So concentrate every day. That's enough. And then whenever chitta chatter comes, concentrate on something to divert your mind so that you feel calm in that moment. And before you sleep, every thought which comes to you, basically, you're trying to clear up your mind so that you go to deep sleep very fast. So, what do every night? Whatever, just for a few minutes, because the moment you start, you will fall asleep. Okay, it will start happening like that. 2, 3 thoughts which are coming, 2, 3 days you have to forcibly work, think about the thought, and you say, no, that's not me. And then I'm not going to pay attention to that. So, or say, I'll keep it aside. Another thought comes immediately. Again, you say, oh, this is not me. And just keep it aside. Okay, so I think we said 4 steps, huh? I think we said 4 things.
Can you please repeat?
Sheetal, I was banking upon you because you were writing. Only three. Tejaswini, tell me, what are those 3?
Okay, 3. Yeah.
3.
Purpose
Impossible. I said 4. Okay, whatever.
of,
Tejaswini, say it. Let me see.
yes, ma'am. Purpose of the day for you, either
Oh,
1 or 2 in the morning.
in the morning. Okay.
So,
Then,
and next we have to ask, is it aligned with my today's purpose? Ask for yourself.
so every
And
action before you do, you'll do that. Second one. Third,
how is this helping me?
okay, that is the second one itself.
Yeah.
Third one,
And then third one is in the night when the thought pops up.
that is
You
the
have to
fourth
ask,
one. Third one is whenever chitter chatter, something is irritating you, divert your mind.
oh,
Divert your mind by concentrating on breathing or some singing songs. You can even hum the song, or you water the plants, or do something and divert it from that. Don't dwell upon those thoughts and emotions. Okay? And the fourth one is just before you sleep, you need to
ask,
clear the thoughts.
is this
Is it
is
me?
this emotion me? Is this thought me?
Yeah.
Am I
And then you
that?
say, no,
And
it is
is that
not.
me?
Yeah. You have to tell yourself this talk in your head is very important. No, it is not me, and I'm going to keep it aside. Okay? And then you see how your quality of sleep becomes better and better and better. The moment the deep sleeps are becoming better, naturally your body illness will heal faster because there are different phases in the dream. Let's not get into those phases, but one phase where you're seeing the dreams, it is actually healing for the mind. But when you're in the deep sleep, there are no dreams also. At that time, body is healing. That is why that has to be a full cycle of the body healing has to happen. That means you should have good amount of deep sleep. Otherwise, next day you will feel lethargic, painful. All that happens because body is not healed. And the more some 3, 4 cycles of deep sleep, everything happens. Okay, so even if you skip one, like if you sleep only for 5 hours, let's say, then some cycles of the deep sleep you would have skipped. So even your healing of your body illness won't be faster. So always make sure that 7 to 8 hours you sleep. That night sleep I'm talking about. Okay? Or at least yoga nidra, everything you're doing in the middle or this clearings of thoughts you're doing, then what happens is it might get shrunk, but in a week, one day at least you catch up fully. Like a Sunday, you don't have to get up early in the morning and make breakfast, let's say. Now, if you say, no, 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 I'll have to do, you please tell everybody, sorry, please, all of you sleep one more extra hour. After that, only breakfast is done. Or if they want, they can go ahead and cook the breakfast for you that day. Okay, so now there are so many other options also. So make sure that one day at least you get that real good sleep. Okay, so we will do this for this week, and all of you should tell me how it is. Little things which are changed, we have to observe those. Then they become more and more for us. Okay?
Pasenya,
Tell me,
Palasya. Yeah, if you're dreaming throughout the night,
you don't
and
dream throughout the night.
uh,
There are like chunks of time, maybe 3 cycles, but each could be some. You might be dreaming 30 minutes or 45 minutes at all in one cycle.
but is it considered deep sleep already?
No, deep sleep is even, see, that dream sleep happens and then comes the deep sleep. Deep
Oh,
sleep time, you don't have any dream. It's completely without anything.
mhm.
Now, if somebody wakes you up, then the dream sleep continues. Because you can't jump to the deep sleep. You have to slowly go down like that. You can't
Yeah,
bypass the dream sleep.
the deep sleep, you're not aware. Maybe the dream sleep, yeah, be aware.
You can't because that's what I'm saying. There is no mind also at that time to recognize the dream. There is nothing to process your thoughts and dreams.
Yeah,
It's only body and the energy.
thank you.
Yes, Pala. Meghna.
Ma'am, because this something it's happening with me from past few months. If I'm unable to sleep for more than 4 hours, is it some kind of medical condition, or is it maybe because it can be also my body doesn't need much of sleep?
See,
Uh,
when you're saying my body doesn't need much of sleep, then you must be doing some other sadhana, which is like the meditation or which is a lot of things are there. You know,
mm,
that will be so much uh, what happens in the sleep is you're clearing your mind, you're clearing all of those. If such a thing's happening earlier in the day, then you may sleep very less.
okay. Yeah, I understood.
You
Yes, yes,
understood,
ma'am.
right?
Yes, I'm doing some sadhana.
Okay, so you need to really check that. How do you check when I wake up, am I fresh and good? That will
Uh,
tell you.
okay.
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 And also it depends on your habits,
Mm,
meaning like how early you sleep, how much you get up. 11 to 3 o'clock is deep sleep happened or not. And all that matters. Like 1
uh,
o'clock till 1 o'clock, you watched a movie and then you slept. Then you may sleep till only 5 o'clock because 5 o'clock you have to get up and do stuff, etc. You slept very, very small, but you are not feeling good. You feel
mm,
groggy, you feel lazy, lethargic. Then that means 11 to 3 you didn't sleep properly. 11 to 3 is very crucial for deep sleep.
mm.
So if you have to be in the deep sleep, you should be in the dream sleep at least 1 hour before. So you should be sleeping by 10.
Yeah.
So that means to say your body energy should be down.
Huh.
If it's high energy, then it cannot go to sleep. It is high cortisol. So
Huh.
it has to, energy should be over by 10 so that it can
Mm,
sleep. So
mm,
that means to say your glucose intake, basically your food, should happen 2 hours before that.
mm,
That means what? 8 o'clock?
mm,
Max, you should be done. You
mm,
shouldn't be doing exercise in the evening or in the night.
mm.
So such things you need to take care.
Okay.
So it
Will it affect, will, because of this less sleep, will it affect my body in a long term, or if my body is okay, feeling good, it's all right?
your body will keep telling you follow your body. Simple.
Okay.
Some people may be okay with that based on however they are. Some people may not be okay with that. Your body will tell you sooner or later. Headache will come, eye problem will start, liver problems will start, inflammation will be there in the body. Lot of things will tell you this is not enough for you. Lungs related issue may come, things like that.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. Okay, take care, all of you. We'll see next week. Please do your homework for 6 days.
Hmm.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.